Hello everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Ahmad Alden Aidan El Jahbadz with serial number 507350. Today, I would like to present about limiting factors and aquatic ecosystems. Before I start, let me ask you something simple. Have you ever wondered why aquatic ecosystems, despite looking so vast and full of life, still struggle to be productive? Like, you look at the ocean or a lake and think, yo, this should be bursting with organisms, but in really, in reality, the system is actually held back by a bunch of invisible constraints. That's actually what we are talking about today, limiting factors and aquatic ecosystems. Basically, the things that quietly decide which organisms thrive and which ones do not. So, why limiting factors is matter? So, aquatic ecosystems don't run at full power. Whether we are talking about lakes, rivers, estuaries, or the open ocean, there is always something holding the system back. Maybe not enough nutrients, not enough light, too much pressure, or environmental conditions that organisms simply cannot tolerate. These limitations set the carrying capacity, shape the community structure, and determine how energy flows through the entire food web. And if we want to understand how aquatic environments behave or how they respond to stress, this is the foundation. So, what is limiting factors? A limiting factor is any variable, they are biotic or abiotic, that restricts the growth, abundance, or distribution of organisms. If a resource does not meet biological demand, or if conditions exceed tolerance limits, the system gets bottlenecked, and the bottleneck uh, determines everything downstream. So there are three major categories. We can classify all limiting factors into three groups. They're physical, chemical, and biological. This helps us understand which part of the ecosystem is controlling what. The first one is physical limiting factors. There are temperature. Temperature dictates metabolic rates and physiological performance. Push the temperature too high or too low, and organisms fail. Simple. And the second one is light availability. No light equals to no photosynthesis. Depth, turbidity, and seasonality all affect how much light what makes it into the euphotic zone. And the third one is water movement. These factors mixing redistributes nutrients and oxygen. Too strong, it becomes a stressor. And the last factors of physical is depth and pressure. Light disappears with depth, and high pressure becomes a physiological barrier. Only specific organisms can survive extreme depths. Now we move to chemical limiting factors. There are four types too. The first one is nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sometimes iron. If these run low, phytoplankton cannot grow and the whole food web collapses upward. And the second factor is dissolved oxygen. Low dissolved oxygen leads to hypoxia or anoxia, restricting fish and causing mortality events. And the third factor is pH and carbonate system, affects shell formation and metabolism. Ocean acidification hits calcifiers the hardest. And the next factor is salinity, a major tolerance factor, especially in estuaries. And the last factors is toxic substances. Even low levels of heavy metals or ammonia can limit survival. And next we move to biological limiting factors. There are also four factors. The first one is competition. Species fight for food, light, and space. Strong competitors dominate, weaker ones get excluded. And the second factors is predation pressure. Predators influence population size and behavior. The third is disease and parasitism, often amplified when the environment is already stressful. And the last factors is food availability. If food is scarce, growth and reproduction drop immediately. After we know about the three factors, limiting factors of aquatic ecosystems, they there are three factors, interactions between limiting factors. These factors do not operate by themselves. High temperatures reduce oxygen and fish get stressed. And also low nutrients reduce phytoplankton and the oxygen production will be drops. And for the high turbidity, they block light and that causes it even with plenty of nutrients, productivity stays low. Most ecological outcomes come from these interactions, not just one factor acting alone. So, what can we do? We must do management implications. To manage aquatic ecosystems, we need to control nutrient inputs, maintain mixing processes, monitor water quality, and set realistic carrying capacity limits, especially in aquaculture. So, in short, for the conclusion, aquatic ecosystems are shaped by the combined limitation of physical, chemical, and biological factors. These constraints determine productivity, structure, and stability. Understanding them gives us the power to predict changes and manage aquatic environments more effectively. So, that's from me, and thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Goodbye.